What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review, and today I'm talking about one from Warner Archive, and it is Bunco Squad, which I think is one of the coolest names of a movie to say. Like, it's just fun to say the word bunco, so I don't know. That alone kind of wins its points, in my opinion. Anyway, Bunco Squad is a 1950s detective movie. It is very much what you would expect from a 1950 detective movie, too. You have this straight-laced, straight-arrow detective who works on the Bunco Squad, which they handle like fraud and swindling and all kinds of shady dealings. It's maybe not murder and stuff like that, but they go after fortune tellers, tarot card readers, people who clairvoyance and whatnot. So I kind of like that occult connection that the movie has a lot. So anyway, there's this guy. He's going after Ricardo Cortez, who's kind of the big bad in this movie, and he's leading a group of people who are bilking people out of money because they're claiming that they can speak to their dead relatives, and that their dead relatives, of course, would like them to turn over their fortunes to Ricardo Cortez and his friends. And our detective is in charge of somehow shutting that down. So let me tell you what I like about this movie. First of all, I love the occult stuff in it. It's really neat. It's a great kind of contrast with the super wholesome straight arrow elements of it that come with like a 50s sincere detective story like this. I also like that the seance scenes are really goofy. If you're a horror fan or a fan of the occult stuff, the movie's worth seeing just to see the crazy seance scenes. They add some B-movie vibes and a little bit of unintentional humor. Not enough to change the overall tone of the movie, so don't come into this thinking it's going to be like this over-the-top camp fest, because that's definitely not true. But those scenes do definitely add a little bit of that, enough to where it would maybe bring in some people who wouldn't ordinarily watch, like a 50s detective movie. I also really liked the cast. I thought Robert Sterling was good, Ricardo Cortez, Joan Dixon, Dante the Magician is in here as well. It's only an hour and 7 minutes long. It wastes no time. It is down. It gets right to brass tacks and sticks with it. There's no filler. There's no fluff here. It's also interesting if you like just a crash course in how efficient a low-budget B-movie like this can be made. This movie uses every trick in the book, and it does it very masterfully. It's not the most entertaining movie in the world, however, but if you like the really wholesome, detective going after the tarot card reader kind of thing. They take it so seriously. This is not just where he's like, oh, we got another fortune teller. No, this is serious. They treat it as if these people are murderers, which again is kind of neat and adds some humor to it. So I had fun with the movie just because it's so brisk and it's so it has that. I like the straight lace part. I like the occult stuff, but it's kind of hard to recommend because I don't know that it's good enough in the traditional sense to where 50s detective enthusiasts would really fall in love with it, and there's definitely not enough of the campy stuff to make B-movie fans like it. But I think there's enough to at least give it a shot if you're interested. Read the synopsis. Look at how cool the artwork is, man. That is some really cool artwork. Give it a look. This is from Warner Archive, so it's a made-on-demand disc. It's very, very reasonably priced. There's no extras, but the transfer looks fine. It is what it is for 1950. It looks clean. It looks clear. It's not perfect, but it looks really good. I can't imagine it's one that we'll get a Blu-ray update on in a big hurry, but you never know. They're doing some really cool stuff lately. So anyway, that's my review of Bunco Squad. I liked it, but I don't know that I would super recommend it. But if the idea of a kind of a mix between that super straight arrow, wholesome 50s detective story with a little bit of occult mixed in, and then just a tiny bit of camp, give it a look. And like I said, the price is right on it. And I mean, you're out, an hour and 7 minutes if you didn't love it. So that's my review. Hopefully you like it. If you do, you can check out my website, markfusion.com. You can read a full write-up of Bunco Squad on my website, as well as tons of other Warner Archive releases, tons of classic films, horror films, not as many movies about fortune tellers as I would like, but there are some on there. You can also check out the hundreds and hundreds of other videos here on this channel. But that's the main thing you can do to help me out, though. Like I always say, is just to hit that sub button. It's a free, easy, direct way to support me. Help me to keep making these videos. Visiting the site really helps as well. That's a gigantic help. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.